This morning when we got to the boat, I started working on a project in the cockpit. I removed one of the Lazarette cockpit locker covers and started to remove all of the old paint and wet wood that was damaged underneath. This took quite a while. At first I had a hard time getting the screws off of the hardware, and then I had a really difficult time using just a screwdriver because I didn't have any sort of metal scraper available to try to get off all of the wood. You can see that there was tons of screws holding the marine grade plywood onto the teak cover, and so I had to try to peel back the paint to reveal those screws and then just scrape off all of the damaged wood. And I'm gonna have to go back to this project tomorrow after I head to Lowe's for another trip and begin to scrape away what's there. And what might end up happening in the end is that we'll have to sand off any of the remaining plywood that is under the top, so that we're able to, maybe with a orbital sander, so that we can reshape, redo, recreate this Lazarette locker top. It was a cold day in Georgia today. It was only in the 50s. You can see I'm wearing my winter coat, my winter hat, and I was cold most of the day, unfortunately, but it allowed me to get a lot of work done and not get a sunburn, which is a good thing for somebody as pasty white as I am.
Which is our freshwater system, freshwater hoses. So this one goes to our pressure water system. This one goes to our foot pump in the galley, and then you can see this hose just picking up, poking out. That goes to the port tank, and this one.
Jeff is moving the sails now so I can make a pattern for the port side settees and also remove the leaf on the table that has some damage to it on the top edge. It was like this when we bought it. It's just a little sliver, but I'm hoping to be able to fix it today. Give you a little shot of it here. Up, you know, about 2 inches long. I'm hoping if I just put a little wood glue underneath that and clamp it tight, get it to be flush again, and then I can revarnish the table.
Good, unscrewing the table top. Over here, too fast, but over here in our galley, underneath here, one of the most poorly designed things ever. So we have the galley sink drain, and it goes to a through-hole over here, which obviously causes a lot of problems. It's a problem if indeed we ever needed to close the through-hole in an emergency. It's hard to get access to. It's also a problem because we have that 90-degree turn there that you can see, or two 90-degree turns, and that causes quite a bit of problems with backing up of the drain. Materials getting caught in there. You can see there's almost like a low point. And so I'm going to take it apart and hopefully clean out a bunch of schmeg. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have a long-term solution to this, although it does look like maybe we could take out that one 90-degree elbow and angle it more on a kind of straight line over, but not quite sure if that's possible either. But short term right now, I'm just going to try to clean it out a little bit. So.